Good afternoon and welcome inside the Lumpkin Center here in Columbus, Georgia. We're back from the break. It's a new decade, and the Lady Cougars are ready to rock the court once again here in Columbus, Georgia. We welcome everyone joining us here this afternoon on Cougar Sports TV. I'm Corey Aldis. A big-time Peach Belt Conference showdown as the Patriots of Francis Marion have rolled into town to take on the Lady Cougars, and Columbus State looking to bounce back after their last game here inside the Lumpkin Center, falling victim to Lander 92-78. Dawkins is there at center court alongside Adderton, and we are underway inside the Lumpkin Center as the Lady Cougars will control the tip, wearing their white tops, white bottoms as per usual here at home. Same five that were out there for the past couple of games. Again, keep in mind with Taya Gibson being out for the Lady Cougars, no longer eligible. And the depth continues to get thinner and thinner for Columbus State as Kari Jernigan is also out for CSU. They're going to have their hands full in this one because Francis Marion loves to pound the paint, and they have two superb post players down low as you see Dawkins missing the first attempt. You're going to hear a whole lot of Adderton and Woods for the Patriots, two phenomenal players down low. As Zaria Woods gets it immediately, the kick out to Bullock, who's going to fire from distance. You know, this Francis Marion team, they like to shoot a lot of threes, but they're not great at making them, shooting just 29% from behind the arc this season. And that's kind of going to be the tale throughout this game because the Lady Cougars, as you see Dawkins leave that one short. The Lady Cougars, a great three-point shooting team. In fact, they're tops inside the entire Peach Belt Conference. They lead the way in the PBC in three-point percentage. First minute of action here inside the Lumpkin Center. Again, it's a doubleheader as the Lady Cougars and the men's team will be in action today, both taking on Francis Marion. And I mentioned the Lady Cougars loss against Lander. The men fell victim to the Bearcats as well, so both of these teams looking to bounce back. It's not often that you see losses inside the Lumpkin Center, let alone back-to-back losses in a doubleheader. Here's Williamson going to her right. Williams, mid-range jumper. Again, short for Columbus State. That's three that have clanged off the iron to open up. Woods with it, not someone that shoots from distance, but she's deadly inside the paint. Got a wedgie here early in the first quarter. Kiana Adderton and Zaria Woods. Woods just a sophomore, Adderton a junior. Both of these have the ability to light up the scoreboard. Woods averaging 17 points a game, Adderton 14. Two big-time scorers and a lot of size down low for the Patriots. And it's going to be a lot to ask for CSU. Again, they're down two of their bigs, both ineligible, so you're asking a lot for Aljanae Dawkins and Crystal Boston, and you really need both of them to stay out of foul trouble. Francis Marion gets on the board first. Here's Kayla Carter going down low to Crystal and Boston. They show the double. Instead, it's just Boston versus Woods. Adderton pokes her hand in there. Boston the kick out. Leasia Williamson, one of the best three-point shooters in the conference. A little too strong on that one. She's going to try it again, this time from the far side. No good. Fights for the offensive rebound. It's going to be a jump ball. We're on Leasia Williamson watch here this afternoon, as the senior is 12, or the junior, excuse me, is 12 points shy of reaching 1,000 for her collegiate career. Just 12 points away. She averages 17 points per game, looking to hit that mark today. And they're going to do a little celebration for her if she does reach it out there in center court, so keep an eye out for that one. Williamson thought about it, down to 6 on the shot clock. Lady Cougars got to go to work, down to 5. Ebo drives, off glass, wild attempt, no good. The offensive board, but not back in time. It's going to be a turnover. Sleepy start here for the Lady Cougars. 0 of 6 from the field with a turnover. They like to do is utilize their defense to lead the points on the offensive end, and now they're starting to ramp up the pressure. This is a team that forces a whole lot of turnovers. Their opponents, they force their opponents into 23 turnovers per game. Not a statistic that bodes well for this Patriots squad because they're one of the worst inside the entire Peach Belt Conference in turnovers per game, averaging 20 a game themselves. You mentioned Adderton averaging 14 points a game. She's already got all 4 points so far for the Patriots. Peach Belt Conference Player of the Week earlier this season. And another turnover for CSU. Bad pass there by Boston. Up ahead, here's Johnson. Johnson will pull it back out. They've got Woods down low if they want to hit her. She's got positioning on Boston. There she is. Great defense there by Boston. She's whistled for the foul, though, and Woods gets it anyway. Looked like Boston went straight up there, but the foul was whistled on Boston, and Woods will have a chance to complete the three-point play. Free throw off the mark, no good, but it's a 6-0 lead here for Francis Marion to open up the first quarter. Who else would you have score the 6 points? Adderton with 4, Woods with 2. They're looking to hit Boston down low. She's calling for it. They didn't get it to her. Instead, they'll reset. It's Williamson. She's got to go to work now. Down to 3 on the shot clock. Williamson driving with her left. There's a foul. Silly reach in there by Bullock. It was going to be a wild attempt from Williamson if she had just kept her hand out. Instead, she'll send Williamson to the line for 2. Williamson connects on the first. 77% free throw shooter this season. She gets CSU finally on the board. We were almost 4 minutes, 3 minutes and 53 seconds into the game before CSU finally gets their first point up there. Make it 2 at the line for the junior from Greensboro. Well, Columbus State 6-2 overall this season, 1-1 inside of Peach Belt Conference play. Francis Marion also 1-1 inside the PBC. An overall 5-3 record for the Patriots. Williamson got bumped off glass, gets it to go. Off balance there, but connects for the Lady Cougars. That one dribbled off the knee of Johnson as she's pressured. The double team there by Carter and Williams, but she eventually gets free. Bounce pass down low, knocked away. Will stay with the Patriots. Well, there's the aggressive defense that the Lady Cougars are so good at employing. Putting the pressure here on Francis Marion. Adderton down low, Woods on Boston, that time off the mark. It's not often you're going to hear me say off the mark with Woods down low. She leads the Peach Belt Conference in field goal percentage. I shouldn't say she leads the Peach Belt Conference because she does that, but also leads the entire nation in field goal percentage. The best shooter in the nation right now, Zaria Woods, eclipsing the 70% percentage mark. She's shooting 73% from the field this year. That's just unbelievable as Kayla Carter gets the lay-in. And CSU grabs their first lead of the game. 8-0 run here from Columbus State. Kick out, corner 3 ball, no good, too long. Woods corrals it though. They'll try from the other side, too long again. Another offensive rebound, this time Adderton. Those threes turned into long rebounds for FMU. Bounce down low. Here's Woods. Over to Wall. Wall met by Carter. Lost the dribble, taken away by Dawkins. Another turnover. They had Ebo on the leak out. They eventually hit her. Williams gets the lay-in. It's a 10-0 spurt here for Columbus State. No timeout being called by Jerry Porter. She's riding this one out. That one knocked away and taken away. Ebony Williams getting a hand in on that one. Reaching into the cookie jar. And a foul will be whistled on the Patriots. They trailed 6-0. They've reeled off 10 in a row. A 10-6 lead here for Columbus State. Media timeout in the first quarter.
Choosing the right college can be a challenge. Does it offer degrees suited to your career goals? Are emerging fields of study more your interest, like cybersecurity, gaming, or environmental science? What about extracurricular activities, such as campus life, study abroad, or honors? Are scholarships and financial assistance available? Columbus State University has always been one of the most affordable colleges in Georgia. Now it's also one of the fastest growing. When you ask the right questions, you'll find out why CSU should be.
There are over 480,000 college athletes. Only 2% would go pro.
That means over 470,000 will not get a shoe contract. No autographs. No private jets. No fan clubs. No Hall of Fame inductions. Instead, they will walk away with something much more valuable.
A smile is the best.
We had mentioned before the break, turnovers are going to be key in this one. 4 turnovers already now for the Patriots, and Columbus State has capitalized on it, scoring 10 in a row to jump in front by 4. 4 of the 5 starters have scored, and in comes Journey Smith, by the way, for the Lady Cougars, as well as Arian Dozier. So 2 subs come in. Williamson for 3, got fouled. We'll head to the free throw line for 3 attempts. Silly foul there by the Patriots, and Williamson already 2 for 2 from the line, and we'll have a chance to take 3 here. It's the first one to go down. Right now, 4 teams undefeated inside the Peach Belt Conference. North Georgia leading the way at 3-0 this season. 2-0 for Lander, Clayton State, and Augusta. So that's whom the Lady Cougars are trailing, as that one is tipped, but it goes right to Adderton for the bucket. Right place, right time for Adderton. Smith keeps the dribble alive, drives, bounce pass down low. Fruit misses the layup, tries to get her own rebound and can't, but it's going to eventually be corralled there by Frances Marion. Up ahead, Gilmore. She picked up the foul. She's checked into the game, as has Simmons, who has it right now up top. Gilmore picked up by Dozier. Drives right past her and to the rack. Beautiful drive there by Gilmore, averaging just 4 points per game. But she scored in every game but one this season, as you see Ebo drain a 3. That's going to be Ebony Williams' first 3-point make this season. She had been 0 for so far this year from behind the arc. .2:15 and counting left here in this first quarter. Another 3-point attempt that's off the mark, this time from Gilmore. So foul is going to be whistled down low. Well, Columbus State giving up some offensive rebounds early in this one. 4 offensive rebounds now for Francis Marion, and that one was a costly one because it ended up resulting in Crystal Boston's second personal foul. Again, we mentioned the major lack of depth in the front court for CSU. There are only 2 bigs on the roster right now, are Dawkins and Boston now with 2 fouls as Woods connects on that opportunity. 14-12. We'll see what Francis Marion does now with Boston having to hit the bench. Dawkins isn't even in there, so they got a massive size advantage right now. Driving the lane is Dozier all the way in, splits the double team there. Nifty move there from Dozier to get her first points of the afternoon. Great defense there by Williamson, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Simmons. Up in her grill. Saw a little chicken wing elbow to create some space from Simmons. It's going the other way. .137 left here in this first quarter. Lady Cougars hurting on size right now. Look at the 5 that they have out there. Smith, Dozier, Williamson, Wilson, and Merlos. Merlos has it in the corner. Williamson off a screen, quick fire, buckets. Williamson now with 8 points, creeping closer towards the 1,000 mark. She's 4 points away from hitting 1,000 in her collegiate career. Largest lead of the afternoon, 19-12 here for Columbus State. Double pump. Oh, late whistle there. Looked like the right call as Gilmore will head to the free throw line. Foul called on Dozier. So after starting 0 for 6 from the field, Columbus State has now hit 7 of their last 8. Their only miss was that Dozier layup. Good rebound there from Dozier. Here comes Columbus State. It's Williamson into the front court. Kick out, Journey Smith, corner 3. Adderton up ahead, Bullock. And the Lady Cougars will get it back. 45 seconds left here in this first quarter. 19-13, 6-point advantage. Here's Wilson. Gets doubled. This time the Patriots force the turnover. Five turnovers for Francis Marion, 3 now for Columbus State. Make it 6 for Francis Marion as Williamson takes it away again. It's going to be a foul on Francis Marion. That's the 5th team foul on Francis Marion, so it will send Leasia Williamson to the free throw line for 2. Williamson with 8 points already. Gets the first one to go down. Well, she spent the first part of her career down at St. Andrews University. That's an NAIA school. The second free throw up and in as well. Leasia Williamson last season averaged 13 points a game. And here she is leading the way with 18 points per game this season. Tops in the Peach Belt Conference. And they've got a chance to get Leasia Williamson her 1,000 point here to end the first quarter. How nice would that be? Maybe a buzzer beater here for Williamson. Down to 10 on the game clock. Smith has it right now up top. Down to Smith, 6. Smith drives. Williamson off a screen. Stop and pop. Oh, are you serious? Window shopping for Leasia Williamson. Give her 1,000 collegiate points for her career at the buzzer. 24-13, Lady Cougars on top by 11. We'll stick around here for just a second as they are going to bring out flowers and a certificate for Leasia Williamson. What a time to hit 1,000 at the buzzer. Off glass from distance. A big congratulations to Leasia Williamson. 13 points. She's now got 1,001 for her collegiate career. 24-13. Lady Cougars on top.
A smile is the best thing you can wear. At Cook Dental Care, we have a smile for you. We believe in creating a dental experience for each patient that demonstrates kindness, professionalism, and knowledgeable service.
También tenemos un equipo bilingüe listo para ayudarle y cuidarle.
Insurance, financing, walk-ins, and new patients are always welcome.
Good morning.
Hi.
How you doing today?
For your family's dental care, visit us at cookdentalcare.com or call 706-689-2905. Again, that number is 706-689-2905. I am Dr. Kathy Cook, and I'm the official dentist of CSU Athletics. At Cook Dental Care, we provide dental dentistry for the entire family.
Dr. Cook,
Yes.
you have a patient in room 3.
Okay, thank you.
Back inside the Lumpkin Center, an 11-point advantage for CSU. Leasia Williamson came to play. Mentioned to her pregame that she was just 12 points shy. She was aware of it. Had a little joke about reaching that 12 points at some point in this game. Didn't realize that she'd hit it already inside the first quarter. My goodness. Great start for CSU after they fell behind 6-0. These are the types of games that you've got to find a way to win if you're Columbus State. Bounce pass eventually reaches the far side. Francis Marion down to 7 on the shot clock. Up top, it's McClaney. Over to Bullock, who's going to fire from distance. Finally, Francis Marion gets that one to go down. Their first three-point make of the afternoon. Now 1 of 5 from behind the arc. Second personal foul there on Gilmore. Great inbounds. Dozier can't finish, though. Williams grabs the offensive board. That was a real quick jump ball called there. So Patriots will get it back. Now Manning has checked in here for Francis Marion. You see Woods with it. It's Johnson right now, over to Gilmore. They keep trying to feed it down to Woods. Every time they skip past that, Woods will cut across the lane, try to get positioning down low on whomever is on her. That time around it was Dozier and Williams who had kind of double teamed her, forced another turnover. Oh, what a threading pass right there to Williamson, but she can't finish the layup. And Dawkins is going to pick up the foul instead. 24-16. It's an 8-point advantage here for Columbus State. Dawkins on the takeaway. Here she comes, keeping it herself. Now she'll kick out. Williamson, another three. This time it's short. Driving the lane. Bullock looked like she got bumped. No foul was called there. She gets it back. That's got to be a jump ball. This time it's going to go back to the Lady Cougars. So it's Dozier, Smith, Williamson alongside Williams and Dawkins. The 5 out there right now for CSU. Another turnover for the Lady Cougars. And it's going to force Frances Marion into a timeout. So 7:31 left here in the second quarter. It's an 8-point Lady Cougar lead. You're watching Cougar Sports TV.
Choosing the right college can be a challenge. Does it offer degrees suited to your career goals? Are emerging fields of study more your interest, like cybersecurity, gaming, or environmental science? What about extracurricular activities, such as campus life, study abroad, or honors? Are scholarships and financial assistance available? Columbus State University has always been one of the most affordable colleges in Georgia. Now it's also one of the fastest growing. When you ask the right questions, you'll find out why CSU should be.
There are over 480,000 college athletes. Only 2% would go pro.
That means over 470,000 will not get a shoe contract. No autographs. No private jets. No fan clubs. No Hall of Fame inductions. Instead, they will walk away with something much more valuable.
A smile is the best thing you can wear. At Cook Dental Care, we have a smile for you. We believe in creating a dental experience for each patient that demonstrates kindness, professionalism, and knowledgeable service.
También tenemos un equipo bilingüe listo para ayudarle y cuidarle.
Insurance, financing, walk-ins, and new patients are always welcome.
Good morning.
Hi.
How you doing today?
For your family's dental care, visit us at cookdentalcare.com or call.
Frances Marion finds themselves down by 8, and they continue to turn the ball over as Columbus State gets after it yet again. They're going to call another jump ball. It will stay, though, with Frances Marion. Patriots already with 9 turnovers this afternoon. It's a little bit of what we were expecting coming into this one with how well the Lady Cougars are defensively and the high amount that Frances Marion turns it over themselves. Right now, Leasia Williamson obviously leading all scorers with 13 points. High scorer right now for the Patriots. It's Adderton with 6. Bullock. Here's Adderton. Trying to hit Woods down low. Woods gets double teamed. Great job there by Marilos, and she takes it away for Columbus State. Here comes Kayla Carter. It's a 3v1. Ebony Williams. Oh, what a pump. Oh, she can't miss. Can't finish the layup. Misses it there. Ajane Dawkins comes up with it. And they're going to eventually whistle a foul on Frances Marion. A little bit of a helter-skelter down low there. Well, great job by Ebony Williams to utilize the pump fake and get the miss, but she ended up missing the layup on top of it. They inbound. Dawkins, Marilos, her first three-point attempt, nothing but the bottom of the net. Marilos drains one from distance. The sharpshooter for the Lady Cougars. 4th made three-pointer on the night for CSU. Up top, Johnson over to Bullock. No good on that attempt. Merlos comes down with it. So Williamson on the bench. Wonder where the scoring's going to come from, but this Lady Cougar team is balanced up top as Kayla Carter drains a three. The depth is there on the guard play for CSU. And you see them employing that defense now. They've been getting after it. 10 turnovers already for Francis Marion. Right now, the Patriots shooting just 33% from the field. And another miss down low, an easy one from Woods. It's a couple misses from Woods down low that you almost kind of automatically assume she's going to make. A 14-point advantage here for CSU as Adderton way off the mark, barely hit the backboard there. They call it traveling there on Merlos as she's trying to plead her case. Williamson will check back in. Got the starting five out there, minus Boston, who's still on the bench with her 2 personal fouls. You might as well just keep her on the bench and try to ride it out. Get to the halftime break with those only 2 fouls. As a Francis Marion player is down on the far side. Carter goes to the rack for 2. And it's Bullock who's very slow to get up for Francis Marion. We'll take a break here on the court as well. 4:49 left, 16-point Lady Cougar advantage.
706-689-2905. Again, that number is 706-689-2905. I am Dr. Kathy Cook, and I'm the official dentist of CSU Athletics. At Cook Dental Care, we provide dental dentistry for the entire family.
Dr. Cook,
Yes.
you have a patient in room 3.
Okay, thank you.
I knew that there was an opportunity to have my college paid for if I was good enough to play baseball at that level. That was going to make a big difference in my family. D2 baseball gave me an opportunity to play at a high level and to get an education that's going to be valuable for me throughout the rest of my life. I chose to take my experience of being a student athlete and pursue that within my career and to get a master's degree. If I wouldn't have had a baseball scholarship, there'd be no chance that I'm doing what I'm doing today.
Back once again inside the Lumpkin Center as Francis Marion quickly inbounds it. Being doubled up right now by the Lady Cougars, and they keep trying to feed Woods, and just a phenomenal game plan scripted so far by Columbus State defensively. Every time it goes down to Woods, they know that that pass is happening, and the double team from the weak side comes on over, and it's been forcing a lot of turnovers down low. They call another traveling, though, on CSU. The Lady Cougars give it right back. Again, Woods over to Adderton, and that's how you can counter if you're Francis Marion. Have a cutter there so Woods can immediately pass it to the open player. It's Ebony Williams who picks up the foul, and it's Adderton who will head to the line for 1 shot. So Adderton completes the 3-point play. (32-19), a 13-point Lady Cougar advantage. It's Williamson off a double screen, top of the key. It's a great look there by Williamson. Just couldn't get that one to go down. Here's Adderton, swings that one around. Wall's going to try from distance. Excellent box out there by Dawkins. Again, she's the only big out there for CSU. That's a fourth team foul on Francis Marion, so the Lady Cougars will be in the bonus here for the final 3:50 of this first half. Up top, Carter's going to try another three. This time it's off the mark. Ebony Williams, though, corrals the offensive rebound, and Williamson can reset for CSU. Drives the lane, the floater, a teardrop there. Into the front court, it's Woods. She's going to draw the foul on Dawkins, got her to jump. Woods gets the bucket. She had started just 1 of 3 from the field. She had missed a couple of bunnies, but a chance to complete a 3-point play. Dawkins picks up her second foul, so Dawkins has 2, Boston has 2. That's one of the keys to the game. What we are looking out for is, can Columbus State, Dawkins, and Boston stay out of foul trouble? They each have 2, but right now, despite that, it's a 12-point Lady Cougar advantage. So out goes Dawkins. Boston still sitting on the bench. They're going to have to weather the storm for the final 3+ minutes of this first half. As Francis Marion still has Woods and Adderton out there. Over to Carter. Thought about a 3. Instead, floats it up. Lost control of it as she went up. Good defense there by Wall. And now a leak out. Adderton all the way in for 2. Lady Cougars got to get back on defense. That was something that killed them against Lander before the break. They weren't getting back fast enough. Here's Dozier driving off glass. A right-handed layup there from Dozier. Gives her 4 points on the afternoon. Adderton driving, trying to take the charge there. Was Wilson, and she did. Taxiana Wilson getting there just in time. Draws the charge.
The foul is on number 1, Kiana Adderton. She has 2. The team with 5.
Second foul now on Adderton. She's got 2. Simmons and Gilmore each with 3. Dozier tries to dump it down to Wilson. Got knocked away there by Wall. And CSU is going to call a timeout here. 2:11 left in the first half. Well, Columbus State 6-2 on the season. Their 2 losses, as mentioned, came against Lander just before the break. 14-point loss to them at home. The other one, though, was to Valdosta State. That was part of that Thanksgiving Classic. They fell by 10 against Valdosta State in the final game of that Thanksgiving tournament. It's been a great start, though, for the Lady Cougars. Despite that, again, Coach Hauser leading the way his first year at the helm. And he's tried to install an identity for this Lady Cougar squad, an identity of a team that focuses on working hard on the defensive end, but also being efficient on the offensive end and running through their plays. It's no longer just kind of get out there and run amok when you're out there, but the Lady Cougars are trying to instill an offensive identity, and they've done a pretty good job, and really they've kind of showcased the depth that they do have on this team despite the lack of bodies. Easy layup down low there for Woods as the Lady Cougars don't get back again. Lead is 10. Want to finish this first half strong if you're CSU. Dozier, another shot attempt. No good this time, left it short. She's racking up the attempts, already 7 shots from Dozier off the bench. Down to Adderton, over the Woods. That's where Francis Marion can and will kill you. And they've taken advantage of the lack of size for CSU. A 9-2 run over the last 2 minutes for the Patriots. They're right back in this one. Lady Cougar lead down to single digits. Dozier is going to take another attempt. Didn't even hit the rim. Here comes Adderton, picked up by Merlos. They'll swing it around. Open look in the corner. No good. Francis Marion, they needed that one. Had a wide open look, just 1 of 9 from behind the arc. And we mentioned they like to shoot a lot of threes, but they're the worst inside the entire conference. One of the worst at hitting their three-point shots. Just a 29% three-point shooting team. (38-28), final 34 seconds of this first half. Columbus State's looking to avoid back-to-back losses inside the Lumpkin Center. They haven't lost back-to-back home games since January of 2013. That was last decade. 7 years ago. Welcome to 2020, the new decade here inside the Lumpkin Center. Final 20 seconds. Simmons has it, met by Williamson. They're trying to feed Woods. She's double teamed down there. They can't find her. Adderton drives right past Smith, floats it up, and one. Little pushing and shoving there from Carter and Adderton. Referees huddling together. Not sure if they called a double technical or just a technical on Carter.
The basket is good. The foul is on Francis Marion, number 23, Cameron Johnson. It's her first. Also double technical fouls.
And they do call a double technical foul on Adderton and Carter. Well, Adderton will have a chance to complete the three-point play here at the free throw line. Right now, it's just an 8-point lead here for Columbus State. What once was a 16-point advantage with 4:33 left in this first half. It's a 14-6 run since then. Francis Marion has cut it in half. Well, that technical foul could be huge because that makes it now 3 personal fouls on Adderton. She's the leading scorer right now for Francis Marion. Second on the team in points overall at 14. She's already got 13, has a chance to hit her season average with a make here. That one in and out, no good. Can the Lady Cougars get another shot at the buzzer here to end the half? Williamson with it. Off a screen, top of the key, gets that one blocked. Journey Smith recovers, no good. And that's gonna take us to the halftime break. Leasia Williamson, the only one in double figures for CSU, but she leads all scorers with 15 points. On the flip side, 2 in double figures for Francis Marion. Of course, it's Adderton and Woods, 13 and 11 respectively for those two. 38-30, it's an 8-point advantage here for the Lady Cougars as we head to the halftime break. You're watching Cougar Sports TV. Stick around, we'll be back. Second half action coming up after this.
Fall in love with sports, our universities are working every day to keep college sports safe, so you can watch them play with a little less worry and a little more joy.
As Division II student athletes, we are committed to being our best.
Division II National SAC is proud to partner with the Sports Science Institute to play a role in the cardiac safety and health of student athletes.
Although many student athletes with heart conditions live healthy, active lives, up to 10 NCAA student athletes die each year of sudden cardiac death during athletic activities.
The facts are that immediate delivery of CPR and AED saves lives, so everyone should be CPR and AED trained. Please join us in this important initiative. Make it yours.
It's not about where you were born. It's not about your gender or the color of your skin, or whether you're rich, poor, or in the middle. No matter what you play, if you have the skill and drive to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
The American dream to me as an immigrant means having the opportunities that my parents didn't have. Being the first one in my family to graduate, it meant everything my parents sacrificed for me to get to this point. It was paying off.
Estoy muy orgulloso de Michael por haberse graduado de colegio.
My path to a college degree would have been completely different had I not had a scholarship. It would just relieved a lot of the financial burden.
These are your teams, your players, your community of fans. This is where they play, where they practice, where you cheer. At every meet, every event, every game. Your community is passionate, dedicated, supportive. You know the tension of a close game and the thrill of the win. So while you're cheering, keep an eye out for anything out of the ordinary. If you see something suspicious, say something to local authorities.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
We can stop to make sure someone is okay.
Get in the way and disrupt the situation.
Codify an authority.
Or walk them home safely.
We can change the language around rape.
We can make campuses safer for our teammates, our friends, and our classmates.
We cannot be bystanders.
Taking action isn't always easy, but it's on us
to intervene.
Because we can. Learn more and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Opportunity to me means doing the things that will make you a better future. I always dreamed of graduating from college. So being the first one in my family to graduate, it meant everything my parents sacrificed was paying off. Having an athletic scholarship for the University of Mount Olive was key for my success. I had the opportunity to not only get an education, but be able to develop as an individual.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
NCAA Teamworks is how the NCAA, member schools, student athletes, and corporate champions and partners actively engage in outreach efforts where national championships are played. Through initiatives such as NCAA Community 101 service learning projects, disaster relief efforts, youth clinics, backpack and school supply donations, and support of Special Olympics and the Make-A-Wish Foundation, the NCAA and its partners work together to leave a lasting legacy in the community. For more information on NCAA Teamworks, go to ncaa.com/teamworks.
My path to a college degree would have been completely different had I not run Division II cross country for the University of Mount Olive. Having an athletic and academic scholarship was key for my success. Our coaches were really helpful with balancing out my academics and athletics. I decided to attend graduate school because I wanted to become an athletic director. Receiving the postgraduate scholarship through the NCAA provided me with the flexibility to choose the school that I wanted. So now I know that I can accomplish any goal that I set for myself.
On and off the court, we're focused on creating lifelong opportunity, and that starts with education. More college athletes are earning degrees than ever before, but we've still got work to do. That's why we're raising the bar for incoming freshmen, so they're prepared when they get to campus. And why teams can't play in championships unless they make the grade. Education matters, and putting academics first creates a pathway to a lifetime of opportunity.
A smile is the best thing you can wear. At Cook Dental Care, we have a smile for you. We believe in creating a dental experience for each patient that demonstrates kindness, professionalism, and knowledgeable service.
También tenemos un equipo bilingüe listo para ayudarle y cuidarle.
Insurance, financing, walk-ins, and new patients are always welcome.
Good morning.
Hi.
How you doing today?
For your family's dental care, visit us at cookdentalcare.com or call 706-689-2905. Again, that number is 706-689-2905. I am Dr. Kathy Cook, and I'm the official dentist of CSU Athletics. At Cook Dental Care, we provide dental dentistry for the entire family.
Dr. Cook?
Yes.
You have a patient in room 3.
Okay, thank you.
While they're focused on success, we're focused on them. Because protecting college athletes doesn't only happen on the field. After the buzzer, it's about healthier student athletes. So we're reforming to meet their needs, investing in groundbreaking research, and changing the conversation around mental health. We're working hard to protect college athletes because prioritizing their well-being creates a pathway to a lifetime of opportunity. Across divisions, sports, championships, and schools for nearly 500,000 student athletes, college sports create lifelong opportunity, and that starts with education. We've raised the academic bar, so more are earning degrees, creating healthier campuses by working with the nation's brightest minds, and making sure more have the chance to succeed and are supported on their journey. But beyond the numbers, it's about opportunity, and we're working to provide it for every student athlete.
The American dream to me as an immigrant means having the opportunities that my parents didn't have. Being the first one in my family to graduate, it meant everything my parents sacrificed for me to get to this point. It was paying off.
Estoy muy orgulloso de Michael por haberse graduado de colegio.
My path to a college degree would have been completely different had I not had a scholarship. It would just relieved a lot of the financial burden.
We can stop to make sure someone is okay. Get in the way and disrupt the situation.
Codify an authority.
Or walk them home safely.
We can change the language around rape.
We can make campuses safer for our teammates, our friends, and our classmates.
We cannot be bystanders.
Taking action isn't always easy, but it's on us
to intervene.
because we can. Learn more and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
From court to court and lane to lane under the lights or under the sun, no one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub with exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
It's more than a whistle or a call. We're committed to giving college athletes a fair shot, on and off the field. Covering the full cost of attendance, because college costs go beyond tuition. Keeping dreams on track, regardless of performance or injury. And creating equal opportunities and inclusive environments. It's about respecting college athletes and prioritizing fairness to build a pathway to lifelong opportunity.
As a student athlete in college, I first got involved with the NCAA at the national level. It was through the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, SAC, gave me an opportunity to advocate on behalf of all student athletes, to affect change and to make an impact. The NCAA is giving the student athlete a platform to voice their concerns and to be able to advocate for what's going to affect their well-being. The policies that are being put in place are speaking towards academics, they're speaking towards well-being, they're speaking towards fairness, creating a culture so that the student athletes have the best experience as possible.
Label me.
You know you want to.
Don't be shy.
You do it behind my back.
So say it to my face.
You don't know me.
You know what I am?
I'm a pitcher.
I'm a striker.
I'm a point guard.
I'm a linebacker.
I'm a setter. Shortstop.
High jumper. Wrestler.
Defender.
Goalie.
Student.
Student athletes.
That's who we are.
As Division II student athletes, we are committed to being our best.
Division II National SAC is proud to partner with the Sports Science Institute to play a role in the cardiac safety and health of student athletes.
Although many student athletes with heart conditions live healthy, active lives, up to 10 NCAA student athletes die each year of sudden cardiac death during athletic activities.
The facts are that immediate delivery of CPR and AED saves lives, so everyone should be CPR and AED trained. Please join us in this important initiative. Make it yours.
Welcome back to Cougar Sports TV. Here inside the Lumpkin Center, the Lady Cougars enjoying an 8-point advantage after one half of play. I'm Corey Aldis. One more half to go here inside the Lumpkin Center for Columbus State as the visiting Patriots of Francis Marion. They've crawled their way back into this one. They were down by 16 late in the first half, but they reeled off a run to cut that deficit in half. 38-30 is where our halftime score stands at. Leasia Williamson leads all scorers with 15 points in the game, hitting a couple of threes, and a big congratulations to Williamson, who also eclipsed the 1,000-point mark for her collegiate career. So she's scored 1,000 points now in her college career. A well-deserved little celebration for her at midcourt at the end of that first quarter as Dawkins down low misses the bunny. Starting five out there for the Lady Cougars as Boston sat most of that first half in foul trouble. Both her and Dawkins with 2 fouls each. Adderton has 3 fouls, and that's going to be something to keep an eye out on if you're the Lady Cougars. Adderton leads the way for Francis Marion with 13 points. Woods has 11 on 4 of 6 shooting. Down low, it's Dawkins again. This time gets it to go. Great positioning there from Dawkins, and she finished off glass. Lady Cougars forced Francis Marion into double-digit turnovers in that first half. They had 12 of them. Already forced their 13th turnover of the game on that first possession. Here's Woods, met by Boston. Into the corner, it's Manning, way short. Haven't heard much from Manning, just 2 shot attempts, 0 of 2 from the field. She's shooting 30% from behind the arc this season, 10 of 30 from distance. Hasn't been able to connect, though, this afternoon, and that's been the story for Francis Marion all game long, the three-point shooting and the turnovers. They're 1 of 11 from behind the arc with 13 turnovers. It's not a recipe for success there. Down low, Ebo has positioning. She goes off glass but can't finish. Couple of easy misses for Columbus State down low. Well, they had that really slow start to open up the game. They were 0 of 6 from the field and trailed 6-0 in the first few minutes. They didn't score their first point until almost 4 minutes into the game, but then they exploded, went on an 11-0 run. Oh, nice takeaway there from Boston on the drive by Adderton. Kayla Carter, the bounce pass. Williams for 2. Great play all around. The steal, the dish, the bucket. It's knocked away there by Dawkins. Active hands for the Lady Cougars. Back up to a double-digit lead here for CSU. Manning back up top. Johnson over to Adderton. Met by Kayla Carter. Right now the Lady Cougars starting to sag off a little bit from behind the arc, and, well, maybe rightfully so. Francis Marion can't connect from distance, and they turn it over yet again. Turnover number 14 on the game. 42-30, 12-point lead here for the Lady Cougars.
Choosing the right college can be a challenge. Does it offer degrees suited to your career goals? Are emerging fields of study more your interest, like cybersecurity, gaming, or environmental science? What about extracurricular activities, such as campus life, study abroad, or honors? Are scholarships and financial assistance available? Columbus State University has always been one of the most affordable colleges in Georgia. Now it's also one of the fastest growing. When you ask the right questions, you'll find out why CSU should be.
There are over 480,000 college athletes. Only 2% would go pro.
That means over 470,000 will not get a shoe contract. No autographs. No private jets. No fan clubs. No Hall of Fame inductions. Instead, they will walk away with something much more valuable.
Twelve-point lead for CSU, 7:24 left here in the third quarter. This is Cougar Sports TV. Make sure you stick around. We've got the men's game to follow as both of these teams, both the Lady Cougars and the Cougars, looking to bounce back from losses inside the Lumpkin Center right before the break. I'd like to ring in the new year, new decade with a couple of Peach Belt Conference wins. Here's Boston, bounces it over to Dawkins. Again, left it short. Lady Cougars on this side of the court have been leaving those layups short. Great recovery there on the rejection by Gilmore. Seen Kayla Carter already hit one from distance earlier in the game. Dawkins again, this time she's met by Woods, and Woods gets the rejection. Hard to get over the length there of Zaria Woods, one of the better shot blockers inside the entire Peach Belt Conference. This is a great blocking team that ranks second inside the PBC in blocks per game, averaging 3.5 as a team. They've already got 4 blocks here this afternoon. Adderton up ahead. And they hit Woods, positioning down low on Boston, but she misses. Too hard off glass. Here comes Kayla Carter into the front court. Kayla Carter with the left hand, spins, floats. I think Adderton got a piece of that one. Another block number 5 now in the afternoon for the Patriots. Corner 3, halfway down, somehow pops out, but Woods is there, can't finish. That's about 3 or 4 shots down low that Woods has missed some easy ones down low. Williamson, she's gonna stop, pop, and shoots that one long from behind the arc. They had a 2v1 fast break. Williamson decided to take a 3. Williamson will take another 3. She looked like she got fouled yet again. No foul was called that time around. She hit the deck, but the Lady Cougars get the ball back. Boston, oh, great feed. An entry pass down low. Big to big. Boston smiling as she walks down the court. Third assist now of the game for Crystalline Boston. The Lady Cougar defense at it again. White will check into the game for Francis Marion. They try to hit Ebony Williams down low. Double team from Woods, doesn't matter. Williams muscles that one up and in. This time they get the layup to go on the near side. Pressure break there, and it's going to be an easy layup for White. She checks in, gets a bucket. Doesn't play many minutes. Brianna White, that is. Brianna. She gets her first bucket of the game as they feed it down to Dawkins yet again. This time Woods with the rejection, but Crystalline Boston rips it away and puts it off glass for 2. Back up to a 16-point advantage here for CSU. Already 1 bucket. White was feeling it. Little breezy there as that one hit air. 16-point lead, 48-32. Lady Cougars on top.
A smile is the best thing you can wear. At Cook Dental Care, we have a smile for you. We believe in creating a dental experience for each patient that demonstrates kindness, professionalism, and knowledgeable service.
También tenemos un equipo bilingüe listo para ayudarle y cuidarle.
Insurance, financing, walk-ins, and new patients are always welcome.
Good morning.
Hi.
How you doing today?
For your family's dental care, visit us at cookdentalcare.com or call 706-689-2905. Again, that number is 706-689-2905. I am Dr. Kathy Cook, and I'm the official dentist of CSU Athletics. At Cook Dental Care, we provide dental dentistry for the entire family.
Dr. Cook?
Yes.
You have a patient in room 3.
Okay, thank you.
I knew that there was an opportunity to
Crystalline Boston starting to feel it here for the Lady Cougars. A nice dish to pick up her 3rd assist and then got her first bucket of the game. She's coming off quite an impressive performance in that 10-for-10 game against Lander, where she absolutely dominated her way. Crystalline Boston has a couple double-doubles now. Whistle going to be blown there on Francis Marion. That's going to be Simmons' 4th personal foul, by the way. She'll stay out there with 4 fouls. Just a 2nd team foul, though, on Francis Marion. Here's Boston. Hook shot short. Not sure if a piece of that was gotten by Matt Claney. They're going to get Simmons out of there now. She'll hit the bench. Johnson will check back in. Boston down low. Had that one knocked away, but it was saved. Eventually over to Carter. Down to 3 on the shot clock. A floater, no good. Kayla Carter gets it right back. And the Lady Cougars can reset up top. Ajane, foul. Matt Claney will be the one to pick up the foul. Just her first personal, but it's going to send Dawkins to the free throw line. Well, CSU shooting just 35% from the field. Francis Marion at 36. Despite that, it's a 16-point Lady Cougar advantage, and that's because they've taken 17 more shots. And then Francis Marion, thanks in part to the 16 Patriot turnovers. Dawkins just a 65% free throw shooter, no good on both. Lead remains 48-32. Double teamed in the backcourt. Lady Cougars almost force another turnover. Up ahead, they'll get an open look. This time it's Gilmore, and she connects. So Gilmore hits the three-pointer, her first three-pointer of the afternoon. Just a third make from behind the arc now for Francis Marion. They're going to sit back in the zone defense. It's going to leave the Lady Cougars open from behind the arc. No foul called there, as Boston had that one taken away and blocked by McClaney. That ball almost poked away, and it is. Here comes Columbus State. Easy layup on the other end for Williamson. Defense forces another turnover. And yet again, they come away with the ball, and it's going to be a foul on Francis Marion. Another steal for CSU. Steal number 11 of the game for the Lady Cougars. They are just taking this ball away left and right. Ebony Williams, well, she made 1 3. She's feeling it. She hadn't made a three-pointer all season long, and she's got 2 from behind the arc this afternoon. Ebo now with 12 points, second Lady Cougar into double figures. 18-point lead for CSU, largest of the game. Down low, McClaney met by Boston. Wild attempt, no good off glass. And it's going to go back to CSU. Zaria Woods is going to check back in here for Francis Marion, but both Woods and Adderton, they had 13 and 11 respectively. At the halftime break, as you see Williamson drain another 3, they're both still at 13 and 11. Francis Marion has only scored 5 points this entire quarter. Bounce down low off the leg of Adderton, another Patriot turnover. That's turnover number 19. They're 1 shy of their season average. Columbus State has busted this game open. That was a heat check shot right there from Ebony Williams. Thought she was going to make yet another 3, top of the key. Gilmore down low, Adderton falls down. Foul's going to be blown. It's going to be on either Boston or Dawkins. They were both there. One of them's going to pick up their 3rd personal foul. It's going to go against Dawkins. Dawkins with 3, Boston still with 2. That's just the first team foul, though, for CSU in this 3rd quarter. Unbelievable. With all the turnovers that they forced and the defense that they've been playing, the real tight defense, they've only picked up 1 personal foul. Make it 2, as it's going to be a 3-point opportunity here for Christian Wall. Great drive there by Wall. She scores her first points of the game.
Christian Wall at the line, 1 shot.
1 free throw upcoming here for Wall. Gets it to go down. 3-point play. Cuts it down to 18. 56-38. Lady Cougars on top. Williamson to Boston. Williamson, by the way, has eclipsed the 20-point mark. She's got 20 points here this afternoon. 4th time this season that she scored 20 or more points. Carter, mid-range. Here's Adderton, just past the reach of Williamson. The drive, no good off the mark, but Wall recollects it. Up top, 3-ball, way long there, nothing but air. Passmore, the one off the mark, and here comes Kayla Carter, ripping it away. Up ahead, Ebony Williams. Can't believe she wasn't fouled. No whistle was blown there on Passmore. And they're gonna get another jump ball as Johnson just fell down on the dribble. Well, lucky for Francis Marion, it's gonna stay with them. So no turnover there. But right now they just cannot hang on to the ball. Looked like a tip there from Dawkins. They'll go out of bounds, back to Francis Marion. 35.7 left. The Lady Cougars can get one more stop here and get a bucket to send us to the fourth quarter. Take a 20-point advantage. Down low, Woods. Look at the defense there by Boston. Woods goes high, no good. Boston collects the board. Now the Lady Cougars can sit on this clock and take the final shot of the quarter if they want. They go down to Dawkins. She's doubled, got caught in the air, somehow finds Carter. Boston trying to go back to Dawkins. Eventually it's Dawkins who hits the 15-foot jumper. All that work, Ajane Dawkins, and she gives the Lady Cougars a 20-point advantage as she's got 8 points now in the game. 58-48. Let's play 10 more minutes and come away with a win.
I knew that there was an opportunity to have my college paid for if I was good enough to play baseball at that level. That was going to make a big difference in my family. D2 baseball gave me an opportunity to play at a high level and to get an education that's going to be valuable for me throughout the rest of my life. I chose to take my experience of being a student athlete and pursue that within my career and to get a master's degree. If I wouldn't have had a baseball scholarship, there'd be no chance that I'm doing what I'm doing today.
Don't you worry, my child. Everything's gonna be just fine. Little darling, you keep on walking, 'cause I ain't never gonna leave your side.
As kids fall in love with sports, our universities are working every day to keep college sports safe, so you can watch them play with a little less worry and a little more joy.
Ten more minutes to play here inside the Lumpkin Center in this opening game of the doubleheader. Again, make sure you stick around. The men's team will be in action immediately following the conclusion of this one. Columbus State looking to pick up their 7th win of the season. And it would be their 2nd Peach Belt Conference win if they can hang on here. They've got a 20-point advantage as we head to the final 10. Francis Marion scored just 8 points in that third quarter. The defense there by Columbus State was phenomenal. Dozier trying to wrap around past that one. Instead, it's taken away as Johnson comes up with it, or excuse me, that's Wall who comes up with it. Adderton finally gets back on the board for Francis Marion. Her first points of the second half. Both her and Woods have been shut out here in this second half until that bucket. Adderton now with 15 to go along with 8 rebounds. Here's Boston. Over her shoulder, turn, gets it to go. Powers her way in for 2. The press break there as Adderton's going to get the easy lay-in on the other end. And they force a turnover for CSU, so they start to apply a little bit of some pressure defense as Columbus State turns it over. Ebony Williams eventually gets around 2 and races into the front court. Over to Journey Smith. And now they can set up top. Dozier took steps. Again, this hasn't been Columbus State's finest shooting afternoon, shooting just 37% from the field, equal to what Francis Marion has been shooting. Francis Marion with 20 turnovers compared to just 10 for CSU. Those 20 turnovers have led to 27 points for Columbus State. That is your difference right there. 7 made threes as well for Columbus State compared to just 2 for Francis Marion. This has been a great job here by the Lady Cougars. I'm not sure you can say enough about the way that they've defended Zaria Woods down low with their lack of depth in the front court themselves. Again, no Gibson, no Jernigan for CSU. 2 of their post players, they've been relegated to just 2 down low between Boston and Dawkins. But they have absolutely held their own. A threading the needle pass there up ahead to Ebo, and she hits the deck hard. Went right into the stanchion. She looks to be okay. She'll slowly get on up with Dozier and Carter helping her out. Woods with 11 points and 8 boards. But she's been defended well. She's turned it over 3 times. Came into this game averaging 17 points per game to go along with 7 rebounds as Williams hits the first free throw. Well below her season average right now. Williams, meanwhile, 13 points already. Make it 14. She's doubled up her season average. Came in this game averaging 7 points per game. She's already got 14. 14 points, 3 boards, 3 steals for Williams. (62-42). 20-point lead into the corner. It's Gilmore. Boston corrals it. And again, a leak out here by the Lady Cougars. A 2v1. Arian Dozier, a little wild on that attempt, but cleaning it up. Kayla Carter. How about Kayla Carter with 10 rebounds now? She's got 9 points and 10 boards. She's got a chance at a double-double here with 1 more point. She's also got 4 assists and 3 steals. She's doing it all for the Lady Cougars. Ebony Williams, shake and bake right around her defender. Oh my goodness. Do it again, Ebo. Loose ball up for grabs. Zaria Woods comes up with it. Ebony Williams' career high is 21. Nice play there. Great hands from Boston ripping it away. Here's Ebo spinning in the lane, left it short. Tried to poke at that one, and now she gets it back, and she's gonna be fouled. Ebony Williams. She's trying to get them to count that one. They're gonna say foul on the ground. Her career high came actually earlier this season against USC Aiken. Part of that 22-point win for Columbus State when she put up 21 points. This will be the second time that she's hit double figures scoring this season. 21-point outing and now a 16-point performance so far this afternoon. Dawkins no good. Boston trying to get the offensive board, and she can't. It's going to be Dawkins' 4th foul. Just 2 team fouls apiece for each squad. So we're under 6 left here inside the Lumpkin Center. Men's team in action to follow. That's going to be a fun matchup. 2 teams that like to run and gun and play a fast-paced game. That 3-point attempt goes in and out. They'll get a chance at the free throw line thanks to the offensive rebound from McClaney. It's going to be Boston's 4th personal foul, so both Boston and Dozier have 4 fouls apiece. McClaney leaves that free throw short. Can't get that one to go down. Here's Williamson driving, bounces it over to Boston. Another jump ball. This time it's going back to Francis Marion. Francis Marion, again, scored just 8 points there in that 3rd quarter, shooting just 28% from the field. They've got 22 turnovers now and counting. Lady Cougars, they came into this game forcing their opponents into an average of just shy of 23 turnovers, so just about at that mark yet again. Wild shot attempt, no good. Another foul. They're going to whistle that one on Williamson, and it should send Francis Marion back to the free throw line. Manning will be the one at the line. %50 free throw shooter. Has one more coming. Missed them both. We've been stuck at 66-44 for the past couple of minutes. Both teams scoreless here for the last 2 minutes. Smith there, just saving it off the leg of a Patriot. And that's going to take us to the under 5 timeout. 4:45 remaining in this one. Lady Cougars trying to shut the door on a Lady Cougar win.
As Division II student athletes, we are committed to being our best.
Division II National SAC is proud to partner with the Sports Science Institute to play a role in the cardiac safety and health of student athletes.
Although many student athletes with heart conditions live healthy, active lives, up to 10 NCAA student athletes die each year of sudden cardiac death during athletic activities.
The facts are that immediate delivery of CPR and AED saves lives, so everyone should be CPR and AED trained. Please join us in this important initiative. Make it yours.
.445 remaining here inside the Lumpkin Center in the first game of our doubleheader, 66-44, a 22-point advantage for CSU. Here's Williamson, leading scorer in the game, can't connect on that jumper. She's got 20 points for the 4th time this season. Simmons thought about it, now is going to take it, and she finally connects. Her first field goal of the game. Bad pass there from Columbus State as Francis Marion has employed a little bit of some full court pressure, and it's caused a couple of turnovers here in this fourth quarter by Columbus State.
Offensive foul.
Looked like Williamson may have sold that one, but they're going to call the offensive foul there on Davis, sticking her arm out to create a little space. Turnover number 23 now for Francis Marion. Carter down low. It's Boston, met by McClaney. Double team. Journey Smith, open look. No good. Look at Taxiana Wilson crashing the glass. Patriots lost sight of Wilson. She gets her first points of the game. She had only scored in 2 games this season. Now make it 3. .21 Lady Cougar lead. McClaney. She'll take the open jumper. Off the mark, no good. Ball bouncing around. Carter collects it. Remember, Carter's already got double-digit rebounds. It's rebound number 11. She needs 1 more point to collect a double-double. It's not a double-double that you would ever think of for Kayla Carter. Came in averaging just 4 rebounds a game. Oh, nice move there by Boston. Tried to go around the glass there, and she'll head to the free throw line. Quick first step there from Boston to get around her defender. And it looks like we're going to get a Kimmy Edgeworth sighting here for the Lady Cougars as she heads to the scorer's table. That should do it for Leasia Williamson. She'll head to the bench. Her game is complete. Again, she reached the 1,000-point mark in her collegiate career with that buzzer-beating shot to end the first quarter. She finishes with 20 points to go along with 4 boards and a steal. Boston, 1 more free throw upcoming. And gets that one to go down.
Checking in for Columbus State, number 5,
Dozier will check in. Looks like Boston should be done as well. She'll finish with 5 points, 8 boards, 3 assists, and 3 steals. Stuffing the stat sheet right there was Boston. .245 left in this one. Again, make sure you stick around. We'll take a break on Cougar Sports TV, but we'll be back with the men's game as the 2 teams, Cougars and the Patriots, will do battle on the men's side to close out this Saturday doubleheader. $69-49. This will be a nice win here for the Lady Cougars as Carter hits the 3 ball. Give her the double-double on the afternoon. 12 points, 11 boards to go along with 4 assists and 3 steals. Make it 4 steals now as the ball just finds her lap. The whole bench wants Kimmy Edgeworth to take that shot. They're going to whistle a foul on Francis Marion. It's actually going to send Kimmy Edgeworth to the free throw line since they're in the bonus. Oh, they're going to call the offensive foul on Columbus State instead. I think everyone is confused as they were looking to inbound it or send it over to the free throw line. Instead, an offensive foul called on the screen.
2 minutes.
Final 2 minutes. Francis Marion will pick up their second Peach Belt Conference loss, 4th of the season, as Dozier corrals the board. Up ahead, a little Euro step, too hard off glass. Got around her defender, but couldn't finish. Ball taken away there by Massey. Simmons, way short. Journey Smith will get the easy layup at the other end. Columbus State will improve to 7-2 on the season, picking up their second Peach Belt Conference win, so they'll be 2-1 now as they try to get into that top 4 inside the Peach Belt Conference. They'll be on the road at Georgia College this upcoming Wednesday, so make sure you follow at CSU Cougars WBB on Twitter and Facebook.com/CSU Cougars so you can get all the updates for their road game. Here's Kimmy Edgeworth, corner 3, a high arcing shot. Goes off the backboard there. She got a little too excited on that one. Maybe she'll get another crack at one here. And she's got the ball. The whole bench is on their feet right now. Instead, she'll give it up to Carter. She's telling Edgeworth to go to the corner. Maybe she'll find a way to feed it to her. They did. Instead, Carter stepped out of bounds. It was going to be another Kimmy Edgeworth 3. Instead, a turnover there for the Lady Cougars. Final seconds will tick away in this one. 74-51, a 23-point advantage. Make sure you check out all the post-game reaction as well. We'll have a chance to go talk with a couple of Lady Cougars. We'll chat with Coach Hauser as well. We'll do that in between this game and the men's game, which will follow. They'll start about 20 minutes at the conclusion of this one. Great win here to open up the new year for Columbus State. They're starting 2020 off with a win as the buzzer sounds, and Columbus State comes away with a 74-51 win here inside the Lumpkin Center. Well, that's going to wrap things up for us here in this opening game. Williamson led all scorers with 20 points. Ebony Williams with 16. Kayla Carter with 12 and 11 boards to give herself a double-double. 74-49, a big win here for Columbus State as they wrap things up with a victory inside of the Lumpkin Center. Make sure you stick around. The men's game will follow here in just a few minutes. We'll take a break here on Cougar Sports TV. We'll be back